Mirroring somebody is the most powerful way, one, to prevent manipulation, two, give you the upper hand in relationships, right? And to three, to be able to read people according to what they really show you. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how mirroring affects a man's mind and how it plays with him and how it gives you the advantage. So this is the point of mirroring. One is to help you find out if the person that you're talking to really likes you. That's the first point, right? Because if somebody really likes you, you're going to notice that if you mirror them, everything will start to escalate. In other words, you're gonna see them more. They're gonna be chasing more, and things will also start de-escalating fast. In other words, when you start mirroring somebody and you're not just following your emotions, you're gonna notice that a lot of the times, a lot of people are gonna leave you, and this is why. If you're seeing a guy and you like him and you don't know if he likes you, but he doesn't call you that much or text you that much, when you mirror the guy and then exaggerate, in other words, if he's not calling you, if he only calls you once a week and you want him to call you more, you call him once every 2 weeks, right? If he calls you 4 times a week and you want him to call you more, you mirror, you call him 4 times a week, and then you exaggerate. Rather than 4, you actually call him 3 times a week. That's the example. Because what it does is that it attacks humans at their core. It makes the person feel like they're losing you. And they'll feel like they're putting more effort, right? And people, when they see that they're putting more effort and that you're not putting more effort, a lot of times they backward rationalize that the reason why they're in that dynamic is because they like you, right? But if you notice that you're mirroring them and then they mirror you back and call you less, and then you mirror them again and you call them less, you're going to notice that relationship will end pretty quickly. And it's not because it's ending because he doesn't like you. Understand, you're marrying them and you're lessening the contact, not because you don't like them. Actually, you're going against a lot of your instincts. It hurts. If he mimics you, it's not because if he or her, to be honest with you, mimics you, it's not because this person is watching my channel. It's because this person doesn't like you. It takes effort to do this. That's why a lot of people who watch this will not be able to do this, because it hurts. And the reason why it hurts is because it takes discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to follow these rules, because your urges will say the complete opposite. And this is one of the reasons also why when you like the person, they don't like you back. Because when you don't like the person, you give them you kind of say, okay, let me see what this person does. But you mirror them more. So the person is showing this interest, you have enough pride, and you say, no, fuck you. Like, I'm valuable too. If you're not going to show me interest, I'm not going to show you interest, because you don't have the emotional investment to hold on to him. But when you like the person, you want to mirror their good behavior. But when they show you negative signs that they don't like you, you actually go in the opposite direction and you begin to show more interest. You never mirror them. Your natural tendency is to never mirror somebody that you like that is showing you coldness. You don't want to do that, because it confirms what it means. Pain in your mind. You say to yourself, if this is true, it means I'm going to suffer. So you try your best to get them to show for them to show you interest, when in reality, that's what causes the person to actually pull away even more. If you actually mirror them, it might cause us a latent insecurity that you may not see, and it might cause them to chase you more. So the other person will not do this. They just won't. So if they mirror you back, it's because that's how they feel, right? So that's one thing. It allows you to see what this person feels about you, right? But it also, if you mirror them, so if they, and when I say mirror and exaggerate, I mean when it comes to the person not showing interest, right? Because eventually, if this person doesn't like you and you keep mirroring them, it's going to end eventually. But I don't want you to do what you would have done in the past, where they're not showing interest and you show more interest. That's not what I'm talking about, goddammit. I don't want you to keep that in mind. Mirror when somebody shows disinterest. Now, when somebody shows interest, this is what you guys got to do. Actually, I should make a video about what to do when somebody shows interest. Let me know about that in the comment down below and I'll make it. When somebody shows interest, what you want to do is show interest, but a level below them. So if they're showing interest at a 10, you show interest at a 9. If they're showing it out of 5, you show it out of 4. You see what I'm saying? So you do mirror them, but to a certain extent, right? That it'll help you not be so cold. So when this person is being nice to you, motherfucker, be nice to them too. Jesus Christ. Kindness is needed in this world. All right? So that's one thing. They show interest, you show interest. But always let them take the lead. And that's why when I say mirroring, always let the other person take the lead. So if the person hasn't shown you they like you, you don't show them they like you. You don't show them you like them. What the fuck? So for example, the person asks you out. Boom. Then you ask them out. Why? Because they asked you out. Right? This is more for women, this one, right? But if you're a man, she'll say yes. So if you're a woman, that means that the guy asks you out and you accept the date, right? He gives you flowers, an example. Well, that's a sign of interest. So you show a little bit of interest, but not to the same level, right? He calls you after the date to make sure you're okay. That's a level of interest. Or texts you after the date. That's a level of interest. You respond to him the next day. You're showing interest, but at a lower level. He says, I love you, right? After 3 or 4 months in, and you say, I love you back. Why? Because he's showing interest. You never say, I kind of love you. That's the only caveat, right? If you don't love him, don't say that. But if you do love him, you be like, oh, what's the one that's lower than that? No, bitch, you just say, I love you, right? You're good. But then you pull away the next day. You act busy. You make him say, did she really mean that? Right? You say, I love you, but the next day you act a little cold out of strategy. That's what I'm talking about, right? You're not just showing interest all the time. You're also giving the person mixed signals, right? So that's the whole thing, people. So if the guy calls you 5 times a week, you call him 3 times a week, right? If this person calls you, if this person texts you, if this person responds to you after 30 minutes, you respond to him after 1 hour, 2 hours. You're always one step below in a way when it comes to showing interest. But when it comes to showing disinterest, you're always one step ahead. But you're always mirroring them. So if the person doesn't play games, you don't play games. If the person wants to send mixed signals, then you call me. Now, then they have a problem. You see what I'm saying? So that means that your needed response when a guy says he doesn't like you is naturally to give him more. Once you know this concept, you should never, and I mean never, make that mistake again, goddamn, or else I'm closing this goddamn channel, people. I am not playing. Some of you guys are just hard-headed. Some of you guys just are on purpose giving me headaches. Anyways, Father Alex is going crazy, people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have 2 nieces. One is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that.
and how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.